What's up, guys? It's Devil Room here, back with another NBA game reaction. I know it's been a little while. I just haven't, like I said, I do this for fun. I do this when I want to, right? I don't do it because I have to. So I just didn't really, have a strong desire to do it. Plus, I've just been enjoying the summer so far, getting out, fishing, hiking, going outside, camping, doing what people do. Anyways, so I just finished the Warriors Celtics game, and it was very strange because, like I said, I picked the Celtics to win the finals before the playoffs started against the Warriors in 7 games. Now, that prediction seems like it's alive and well, and I will say I'm rooting for the Warriors to win. Like I'd prefer to see the Warriors win the Celtics, but I thought the Celtics would beat the Warriors in the finals, but the Warriors played really well. This was a very strange game, and I hate to be like the kind of guy who just says, "Oh, Celtics just made shots, da da da." It's because the Celtics played some awesome defense down the stretch against the Warriors. The Warriors were pretty much taking care of the ball the whole game, running their offense. Running around the 3-point line, setting screens, cutting to the basket, getting layups, da da da. They were doing that for the first 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters really, or 3 quarters and a little bit into the fourth. We'll say that. And the Warriors outplayed the Celtics for 3.5 quarters, right? For most of the game. So you gotta, if you're rooting for the Warriors, you can say, okay, well, the Celtics just had the one good quarter in the fourth and beat us, but we outplayed them in the rest of the quarters. And I would say that the quality of shots the Warriors got was definitely better. I felt like, and the Warriors' defense was also really good. And yes, in the fourth quarter, the Warriors had some sloppy turnovers, but it was some incredible, insane shot making going on from the Celtics. Jaylen Brown in the fourth hit some tough threes, tough layups, tough mid ranges, right? Derek White had an insane game. I mean, this guy has been shooting horrible from three all year. And then all of a sudden, this game, he shoots 5 for 8 and hits some really hard threes. Tatum had a horrible game. Al Horford, once the Celtics took the lead in the fourth, just made like 3 straight shots. You know what I mean? Marcus Smart was hitting his threes. And yes, a lot of them were pretty open. Some of them were open, so that's something the Warriors got to clean up. But at the same time, a lot of them were super tough and were just incredibly horrible for the Warriors' morale, right? They would, play great defense, then Derek White hits a tough shot, or Jaylen Brown hits a tough shot. And then they go on the other end, and the Celtics force a turnover. And then that's kind of what happened in this game. Like I said, Warriors outplayed them for like 3 quarters and a little bit into the fourth, and it was like, yeah, man, this is just Warriors basketball. The Celtics can't do anything. Tatum is ice cold. Then Jaylen Brown just starts hitting tough shots. Derek White hits tough shots. They force a few turnovers on the Warrior. Curry is sitting in the start of the fourth quarter. That's when the Celtics make their initial run, right, to cut it to 5 after being down 14. I'm pretty sure. So maybe in my opinion, Poole didn't add much value out there. His presence on defense is significantly more impactful than his presence on offense, and I think GP2 is definitely going to need to get some playing time. Um, I don't know if he was healthy or what, but as soon as he's healthy, I think GP2 should pretty much get most of Jordan Poole's minutes because his defense is just not good, and the Warriors really need defense in this series to beat the Celtics team because the Celtics offense is not great. Like I said, they relied on incredible shot making from Derek White and Jaylen Brown to close out this game. That is not replicable, but the Celtics can also play better. Warriors also made a lot of their shots. And losing your first game at home after outplaying the other, the away team for most of the game is just not a good look and is tough to swallow. So, my original prediction before the playoffs, Celtics in 7. And, I still will stick with that. But I really hope the Warriors win. I really hope they find a way to, they're going to need to win game 2. It's a must win. I mean, it's a must win on Sunday, I believe. So they need to win that game. And then once they go to Boston, they're going to have to, they're going to have to win one of the Boston games too. So it just makes it that much harder. They're going to have to win 2 out of the next 3. It's definitely possible. The Warriors outplayed the Celtics for most of this game. It's kind of a similar argument to the Heat Celtics argument, where like the Celtics were outplaying the Heat, but the Heat were still winning the games, just because of a few little strange things. But this game, Derek White, if he shoots 5 for 8 from three every game, hats off. Derek White, Finals MVP, Celtics win, no problem with that. Jaylen Brown hits the shots he was hitting in the fourth quarter all series. You're not going to do much. But Steph Curry had an amazing game. Was hitting all his shots. Klay Thompson had a dud. Took some horrible mid-rangers. Oh man, Draymond had a horrible game as well. He turned it over. He had some solid defense, some good rebounding, but other than that, man, it was rough. God, this was a frustrating game, man. It's just frustrating when the team loses when they're playing better the whole game. It's exactly how I felt last series when the Celtics were playing the Heat. It was like the Heat were getting outplayed but still winning. It's like, Warriors, you got to win this game. I don't care that Derek White hit some tough threes or Jaylen Brown hit some tough threes. You got to, start being physical, start pushing these guys. Something I've always thought, and I don't know if this like being physical, sometimes fouls are good, right? And sometimes I feel like if a player is shooting in such a good rhythm, like a Derek White, maybe just give him some more little nudges. Take a flagrant, right? Have Draymond give him a big nudge, take him out of his rhythm, knock the wind out of him a little. You know what I'm saying? Just throw off his whole shooting mechanics a little bit. But anyways, I don't advocate for that. Basketball shouldn't be a bully match, but I'm surprised a lot of teams don't do something like that. But yeah, anyways, that's my reaction. I guess I'd still say Boston in 7, but man, the Warriors definitely had that one. Peace.